Hello, citizens. How's it going? Overall, it's been a bad week for City, hasn't it? We've lost our lead in the Premier League and we've probably given it away to Liverpool. I do not see us winning the league from here on in, but we'll just have to see, won't we? And one of those reasons I can say that we're probably not going to win it is we don't have an out-and-out striker. We don't have a recognised forward that's going to bang in all the goals for us. Because there's one thing we've been missing over the last couple of months, really. It's been goals. So we do need a striker. So one good piece of information coming out from sources and news outlets and I guess leaks, I suppose, is that Haaland is coming to City. Of course, this is nothing new. We heard it a few months ago and we heard it last year as well when we were going for Kane. You know, we might go for Haaland instead, you know, him being 21 and all. And this summer coming up, he does have a release clause kick in. But yeah, let's look into it. So, like I said, a few news outlets and stuff are saying that City is signing Haaland. Teams like Barcelona and Real Madrid are dropping out. Of course, Real Madrid want Mbappe and he wants to go there. Barcelona can't afford Haaland right now. And you don't really see him going to anyone like United, especially with Ronaldo and Cavani there. And even if they don't stay this summer, I don't see them signing him. I don't see Liverpool splashing the cash and signing him either. I don't see where he fits in their team. So where does that leave him? Well, maybe PSG, maybe Bayern Munich, and then maybe us. But do we need him? And would he be good for the team? Tough, isn't it? So, I mean, this season we've not had a striker. And when the season started, a lot of people put Chelsea and Liverpool above us. And we're saying we were going to finish third or fourth. You know, maybe United sneaking third with their signings. They had, remember, they signed Sancho and they signed Ronaldo and Varane. So United were meant to be, you know, putting in a title challenge as well. Chelsea obviously fell away. We kept up the fight with Liverpool and it just ended up us on Liverpool again. But one of the reasons I think we're going to fall short is, again, because we haven't got a striker. And that is possibly one of the reasons why we weren't favoured at the beginning of the season too. Because we failed in our attempts to sign Kane, which to me wasn't surprising that we went for him, but it's surprising to me that we put all our effort into trying to sign him when we could have gone somewhere else. You know, when you look at how old he is and we've been rejected a few times and we left it late in the transfer window too, we needed a striker. We needed to get someone in. And if he wasn't going to promote someone from the youth team, you know, we needed to do something in the transfer market. Of course, instead we signed Julian Alvarez, who has come in the summer. You know, we've kept him on loan at River Plate, where we signed him from. And I've seen the highlights of Alvarez, and he looks good. He reminds me a lot like Ferran Torres. It's a shame we lost Torres in the January transfer window to Barcelona, because I think he would have been an absolute quality signing for us for years to come. He would have been one of the best strikers in the Premier League probably in the next few years, but it wasn't to be. He wanted to go back to Spain and off he went. But like I said, we've got Alvarez coming in and he does remind me a lot of Torres, and I think he's going to be a really good signing for us in the future. Now for next season, starting up front, City want Haaland. You know, Pep wants Haaland, the board want him, and the fans want him, frankly. But like I said, is he good for us? I'm looking at his transfer, and yeah, we could have. One of the reasons we didn't go from last year is because he would have cost too much. You know, it would have cost like 150 million maybe, and plus his high wages that he was demanding. You're looking at £400 million possibly over the next few years. It'd cost us. But this season, he's got a transfer clause kick in, and it's something like 75 million, 74, 75 million, something like that. So we're getting him half price of what he would have done. He's still asking for the wages though. And according to reports and what people are suggesting is that he's asking for 500k a week. Now, the highest paid player in the Premier League is Kevin De Bruyne on 385,000. He's paid the same as Ronaldo. He's also on 385,000. And the next, well, the rest of the top five is made up of United players, Sancho, Varane. So, you know, there's not a lot of City players in there. And of course, we know Sterling wants a new contract, and he was refusing to sign because we didn't want to give him 300k plus. For me, signing Haaland for 500,000 would ruin our team dynamic for a couple of reasons. One, paying a player that much anyway seems grossly out of line. Not something we do. It's something United have done in the past. I think they paid Sanchez that much and we refused to sign Alexis Sanchez for that. And he went to United instead. And we were right to say no to them wages. It's ridiculous. The other reason is because I'm a firm believer, and I think City are as well now, because I think we learned when they first came in, the owners, that when they signed all these players, like Robinho and that, and we spent all this money on buying the players and we went for short-term success from 2008 onwards. We spent all this money on wages, and when when they didn't work out and we were trying to get rid of them, no one could afford them. No one could afford to just pay the wages, let alone the transfer fee. And we had to pay off quite a lot of money just to let these players go somewhere else and play. You know, they weren't our players anymore, but we were still paying half the wages whenever they went. And I think that's what's going to happen with Haaland if he doesn't work out. I'm not saying he won't work out, but say he doesn't. Say we try and sell him in 2-3 years' time. Who's going to be able to afford more than 500k a week? Probably no one. So we're going to be paying quite a lot of his wages for him just to play for someone else. And for me, that seems wrong and it just seems bad for business. Now, again, you're probably going to recoup it when the transfer fee, possibly. But if it doesn't work out, maybe his transfer fee crashes. We just don't know where he's going to lead us. Maybe he's going to be injured for most of the season, like Aguero towards the end. Again, you just don't know, do you? But yeah, that's one of the reasons why. I think if we sign him for that much money, you know, if it doesn't work out, we do sell him, no one's going to be able to afford him. And we're just going to be paying half his wages for the next 4 or 5 years after that. And I think that could be a problem going into the future when we sign other players. You know, we're sticking to financial fair play and trying to make a profit. One of the other reasons as well is that he's not earned that wage for me. The reason De Bruyne's paid as much as he is because he earned it. He's been with us for a few years now. He's consistently our best player. You know, he's our leader, creative player. And he's a captain for us. He's earned that, right? He's earned that wage that we pay him. Haaland's going to come in and just ruin it. He's going to get paid 500k a week and he's not earned that. He's only 21. There's nothing to say he's going to be a smash hit in the Premier League. Again, I'm not saying he won't be. He might well be. And if he plays for us, you know, the amount of balls we put into that box and the amount of possession we have, he's probably going to be a smash hit with us. But he needs to earn that wage, surely. You can't just bring a player in and instantly put him on that, especially when he's really not really achieved much in his career, has it? I mean, let's be honest, what's he achieved? Not much. He's scored a lot of goals and he's getting a lot of plaudits. But he's not achieving anything for his teams. Again, maybe I'm being a little bit harsh. But 500k a week, you expect to win it. You expect someone like Lewandowski, like prime Lewandowski for that. I don't think Haaland deserves that wage. I don't think it's worth it. Now, on the flip side, the argument would be that, again, we do need a striker. Is he a proven goal scorer? Well, he is in the Bundesliga. Bundesliga is not as competitive as the Premier League, but he's shown us that he knows where the goal is, and he does score for his country too. So I do think he's going to bang in goals. Plus, he's a big guy. You know, he's powerful. He's got a bit of pace as well. He's everything you want in a striker. In our team, again, the amount of possession we have and the amount of balls we put into the box, he's only going to be a danger, isn't he? Because we've got no one really that high either after our back four. So, again, he looks like a real talent for us. And another flip side is that we do desperately need goals. One thing we need is goals. I think Alvarez coming in next season is going to give us a few, but Pep's not going to start him every game. Pep likes his rotation. Pep likes his huge squads. So Alvarez isn't going to get a lot of games. He's going to be swapped out a lot with Jesus probably. And maybe we'll see him half the time. Maybe we're coming off the bench most of it for the first season. I think Haaland comes straight into the team if we sign him. Particularly, we're going to be paying him 500k. I don't think Pep's going to rotate him all that much. Yeah, he'll rotate him frequently, I guess, but I think he's probably going to play every league game. I don't think he's going to be one of those that we leave out for 3-4 games like we've done with Grealish a few times this season. Even though we paid 100 million for Grealish, I don't think he's going to be like that. I think he'll play more than we would see any other player coming in at that age for Pep. So yeah, we do need him. Now, again, we do need to strengthen different areas. We do need a DM because Fernandinho is going to be gone probably. We do need a left back. Arguably, we may need another winger because with Sterling and Mahrez's contracts up towards the end of the next season too, we're going to have to sign them to new contracts or get rid of them and try and get money back and bring someone else in. So will we be able to afford anyone else if we go for Haaland? Yeah, we could afford the transfer fee, but we're not going to be able to afford high wages after signing Haaland if it's going to be 500k a week. So there's that to think about too. We have to think about other areas of the squad that definitely need improving because we've seen this season that we may have a decent sized squad and we have a lot of flexibility where players can play. But when it's not going right for us, the lack of plan B, you know, it hurts the team overall. So we need people who are going to switch up. You know, it's good when you bring Fernandinho on to close that game, but you bring him on for Rodri. There's no change there, you know. Same with Zinchenko. You bring in Zinchenko on a left back. He's not going to do anything that Cancelo can't do. So we need to improve these areas and put on more competition and to give these players a harder time and a bit of motivation. Particularly because we're going to be pushing for the league next season. Again, if we don't win it this year, we're going to make a big push for it next year, I think. So, you know, we need to improve in a few areas because just buying a striker ain't going to fix our problems. It gives us goals, but it doesn't fix our lack of pace at the back. It doesn't fix our lack of physicality in the midfield area. You know? So, yeah, there's that too. So that's why, you know, when I come to it, if I'm given the choice of yes or no to Haaland, it'd be a yes. But if I was given the choice between him and Mbappe, I'd probably go Mbappe. I probably would. I think his pace is scary. I think he's a great finisher. And I think he would fit this team well because I think he'll be able to play in multiple positions, which is what Pep likes too. You look at our forwards, apart from Mahrez, everyone else plays left, right, and centre. You know, and sometimes they drop back too. Mbappe could do that. I don't think Haaland could do that. Just one to think about. Yeah, that's my thoughts on Haaland. That's my thoughts on Haaland being paid 500k a week. So let me know in the comments what you're thinking. If you think that's extortionate amounts of money or if you think he's worth it. Maybe he's going to be worth it just for the shirt sales. I don't know. There's a lot of things to think about, and I'm sure the club are going to get it right. They often get it wrong these days, and we'll see where we are in the summer. But it's exciting times. I mean, if the rumours are correct and we are signing him and it's already in place, we might be looking at a few trophies next year. But yeah, please do hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well. Thanks for watching. Thanks for checking out as long as you did. And for anyone still in the video, you have a great day. Bye-bye.